In a world long dominated by the vast oil reserves and powerful exports of the Middle East and Russia, the global energy landscape has always seemed predictable, until now. A new force has emerged on the horizon, one that few anticipated: the Republic of the Philippines, now stepping boldly onto the world oil stage. Once considered a minor player, the Philippines has undergone a remarkable transformation, rapidly becoming a formidable oil producer and upending the established dynamics of the global market. In less than a decade, the nation has shifted from being a net energy importer to a major exporter, now rivaling some of the most established OPEC members in both output and influence. This dramatic transformation, fueled by bold government policy, cutting-edge innovation, and the discovery of significant new oil reserves, has caught even the most seasoned analysts off guard, forcing a complete rethink of global energy strategies. The timing of this rise is critical. Traditional giants like Russia are facing mounting export challenges, and the Philippines is now stepping in to fill a vital gap in the world's energy supply chain. Thanks to its strategic location in the heart of the Asia-Pacific, the Philippines can efficiently supply oil to some of the world's fastest-growing economies, positioning itself as a new anchor of energy stability in the region. The rise of the Philippines is a stark reminder that the global energy map is always evolving, with new players constantly reshaping the balance of power. This story is not just about economics or resources, but about the shifting tides of geopolitical power and influence on the world stage. As we explore this unprecedented surge, we witness how national ambition, strategic vision, and resourcefulness can truly reshape the international order. The Philippines is now not just participating but actively redefining the future of global energy, proving that even the most unexpected nations can rise to global prominence. The numbers tell the story. Back in 2020, the Philippines produced just 20,000 barrels of oil per day, a modest figure that barely registered on the global stage. At the time, the country was largely dependent on imports to meet its energy needs, and few could have predicted the dramatic transformation that was about to unfold. By mid-2025, output soared to over 3.5 million barrels daily, catapulting the nation into the world's top 10 producers. This meteoric rise stunned industry experts and marked a turning point in the Philippines' economic narrative, as the country quickly became a key player in the global oil market. This explosive growth began with the development of key offshore fields, especially the massive Sampaguita gas field. The discovery and rapid exploitation of these reserves provided the foundation for the country's energy revolution, drawing international attention and investment. Technological breakthroughs in deep-water drilling unlocked reserves once thought unreachable. Advanced robotics, seismic imaging, and new extraction techniques allowed engineers to tap into vast deposits beneath the ocean floor, dramatically increasing output and efficiency. Once infrastructure was in place, production skyrocketed, surpassing even the boldest forecasts. New pipelines, expanded terminals, and upgraded refineries enabled the Philippines to handle and export its newfound oil wealth at an unprecedented scale. Energy consultancies now call the Philippines the most disruptive force in today's oil market. The country's rapid ascent has shifted global supply dynamics, influencing prices and prompting a re-evaluation of traditional energy powerhouses. OPEC has taken notice, opening talks with Manila, a clear sign of the country's new clout. These negotiations signal the Philippines' arrival as a major voice in international energy policy, with the potential to shape the future of oil production and trade. The economic impact is transformative. The Philippines is now a major exporter, generating hundreds of billions in revenue. This influx of capital is reshaping the nation's financial landscape, strengthening the peso, and boosting investor confidence. This wealth is fueling infrastructure, social programs, and rapid growth across the archipelago. New highways, modern schools, and improved healthcare facilities are just some of the visible benefits as communities thrive and opportunities expand for millions of Filipinos. The Philippine National Oil Company has become a global player, forging strategic partnerships worldwide. Its influence now extends far beyond Southeast Asia, as it collaborates with leading energy firms and governments across continents. The nation's fortunes are now tied to its oil success, marking a new era of prosperity and ambition for the Philippines on the world stage. The Philippines' oil boom began with bold government reforms. The 2022 Petroleum Investment Act streamlined contracts and offered attractive terms for foreign investors, slashing red tape and boosting confidence. A new national petroleum authority fast-tracked permits and project oversight, signaling the country was open for business. The government forged technology partnerships with Norway, the US, and energy giants like Equinor and ExxonMobil, bringing in expertise and capital. These alliances enabled the use of advanced seismic imaging and deep-water drilling, unlocking reserves far below the sea. The Maharlika Wealth Fund, established in 2023, ensures oil revenues are managed for long-term prosperity, not squandered. A portion of oil income is invested in strategic assets, both at home and abroad. These policies have set the stage for sustainable growth, avoiding the pitfalls that have plagued other oil-rich nations. The Philippines' proactive approach has turned potential into reality. The heart of the Philippines' oil revolution is the deep waters off Palawan, where the Tamaraw fields were discovered. Advanced seismic imaging revealed over 20 billion barrels of recoverable oil, one of the world's largest new finds. Overcoming extreme depths and harsh conditions, engineers deployed massive floating production vessels and subsea robotics. These innovations allowed efficient, environmentally conscious extraction and rapid scaling of output. More than $150 billion has been invested in the Tamaraw fields and supporting infrastructure, attracting a global consortium of partners. The Palawan-Sulu Sea is now seen as one of the last great unexplored petroleum frontiers. Ongoing exploration powered by AI-driven analysis promises even more discoveries. The Philippines' combination of geology and technology has rewritten its energy destiny. As the Philippines rises, a new chapter is unfolding in the global energy landscape. Once overlooked in the world of oil, the Philippines is now emerging as a significant force, transforming its economy and regional standing. Meanwhile, Russia's influence in global oil markets is steadily waning, a stark contrast to its former dominance. Sanctions imposed by the West, combined with aging oil fields and deteriorating infrastructure, and the loss of access to advanced technology, have slashed Russian exports from over 7 million barrels per day to under 4 million. A dramatic decline that has shaken the industry. Meanwhile, Philippine oil exports have surged from virtually zero to over 3 million barrels daily, a remarkable achievement in such a short time. These exports are now directly replacing Russian crude in key Asian markets. Major economies like Japan, South Korea, and India now favor Palawan light crude, prized for its high quality, consistency, and reliable delivery schedules. The Philippines' embrace of international partnerships and openness to foreign investment stands in sharp contrast to Russia's growing isolation and shrinking list of trading partners. This dramatic shift has blunted Russia's energy leverage, while simultaneously boosting the Philippines' diplomatic influence and economic clout on the world stage. Manila's reliability as a supplier has strengthened alliances with both Western nations and ASEAN neighbors, forging new bonds and deepening trust. The global energy map is being redrawn before our eyes, with the Philippines now positioned at its very center, a hub for energy flows across Asia and beyond. The tale of these two nations is a powerful reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in the volatile world of energy, where innovation and adaptability are key. The Philippines is now a key player, actively shaping global power dynamics and redefining what it means to be an energy superpower in the 21st century. Philippine oil exports have transformed global shipping and supply chains. New trade routes now flow from Southeast Asia to Asia, Europe, and the Americas, reducing reliance on the Middle East and Russia. For Asian importers, Philippine oil means faster, cheaper deliveries and less risk from choke points like the Strait of Hormuz. Singapore's role as a refining and trading hub has grown, while new storage and pipelines are being built across ASEAN. This regional integration is making energy infrastructure more resilient and cooperative. Globally, the diversification of supply reduces vulnerability to disruptions in any single region. The Philippines' emergence as a stable producer is a crucial counterbalance in a volatile world. The new energy order is more distributed, secure, and adaptable. The flood of Philippine oil has stabilized global prices, keeping them in the $65–75 per barrel range. This price ceiling has curbed inflation, boosted growth, and made energy more affordable worldwide. For developing nations, cheaper oil is fueling industrialization and poverty reduction. The Philippines has become a key partner in global economic stability. Geopolitically, Manila's rise has deepened its alliance with the US and shifted the balance in the South China Sea. The security of Philippine offshore platforms is now a matter of global concern. Traditional petrostates have seen their influence diluted while OPEC faces a new independent competitor. The global oil market is now more fragmented and competitive. The Philippines has earned a prominent seat in international diplomacy, shaping debates on energy, security, and climate. Its voice now carries global weight. The Philippines' energy boom has transformed it into a regional anchor and strengthened ASEAN's global influence. Its oil exports have created economic interdependence with China, but also complicated South China Sea disputes. The US and other Western allies now see the Philippines as a model for responsible resource management and a key partner in upholding international order. Manila's transparent governance and sovereign wealth fund have set a new standard for resource-rich nations. The country's journey from importer to exporter has reshaped its destiny and contributed to a more stable, diversified global energy system. Power is now more distributed, with emerging players challenging the old guard. The Philippines' rise is a case study in how energy can rapidly elevate a nation's global standing. The world order is more complex, interconnected, and resilient. The Philippines' transformation is one of the century's most dramatic energy shifts. Strategic reforms, technology, and vast reserves have made it a stabilizing force in global oil. The world is now less dependent on traditional petrostates, with new alliances and interdependencies emerging. The Philippines' Sovereign Wealth Fund offers a blueprint for sustainable prosperity. Yet, a key question remains: will this oil boom delay the global shift to renewables, or can the wealth generated accelerate green innovation? The answer will shape the next era of energy and climate policy. The Philippines stands at the crossroads of opportunity and responsibility,